from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for my 200th video beer review. The beer that we're looking at today is a bottle of The Tide and its takers from Anchorage Brewing Company. It is a 9% beer. It's something a little bit different. It is a Belgian triple. It's hopped with Sorachi Ace and Styrian Goldings. A bit of a strange kind of selection of hops there, but it's also aged in French Oak Chardonnay barrels with brettanomyces. So what this is going to be, I don't know. There's a really nice touch. The bottles look really cool. Something that you seldom see in the UK, bottles of Anchorage. So when I saw it, I had to get it. They have a little kind of passage of writing on the back from like a renowned brewer. This one's by Sam Calagione from Dogfish Head. Cork and cage. Slightly scared that this is going to whiz out the top and it's going to go everywhere. So wish me luck. So cheers. Oh, there we go. Oh no, it's quite well behaved. So yeah, an Abbey Tripel with Styrian Goldings, quite normal. Sorachi Ace, not a normal hop in anybody's books. And then French Oak Chardonnay, and then Brett. What a strange kind of concoction of ideas in this beer. It sounds incredible. The beer in the glass is pretty much pin bright. A nice kind of golden yellow, slightly bronze edge to it. The head quite frothy and foamy. Absolutely brilliant white. So a very handsome looking triple. So let's have a sniff. Oh wow. It's just got a little bit something more than the average triple. It's a bit more softer actually. So you do get those kind of yeasty esters, kind of slightly old fermented fruit, kind of like peaches and apricots. Definitely a hint of bubblegum, fresh grass. Little evidence of alcohol, to be honest. Oh, loads of, yeah, it is quite grape-like in its aroma, but it's not heavy on that Chardonnay. I guess you are getting softness from the oak. Oh yeah, wow, maybe a hint of marzipan. Gooseberries, maybe a hint of that kind of lactic acid you get in a Gueuze. Yeah, maybe a hint of Chardonnay, but I'm getting more of the oak. Brett's giving a lovely kind of softness to it as well, in the kind of shape of a bit of kind of cloves. And I think it's just a really nice blend, because Sorachi Ace is a weird hop, adds a bit of bubblegum, but I think Brett does as well. So it's accentuating that, but it's been softened out by each other and by the oak. I think it's just a beautifully kind of conceived concept, really. Yeah, definitely a bit of bubblegum, which I did get from Sorachi Ace, but I think it's fair. You can see you can get kind of like a slightly estery clove quality from the yeast and from Sorachi Ace. So yeah, just a lovely tandem of ideas and ingredients. Anyway, I can't wait to try this. Anyway, thanks to everybody who's watched all my reviews for the last 200. Hopefully there'll be some more as well. So anyway, cheers, thanks. Ooh. It's always a bit of a relief when you get to these kind of milestones. You pick a beer that you've been sitting on for a while, hoping it's going to be good, and it really delivers. I guess this is probably one of my first tastes of a true American triple, and it's beautifully done. I guess it's not quite as effervescent as a Belgian triple. It's not as, there's a heaviness and a slight kind of alcoholic note to a Belgian triple, slightly burnt edge, but this doesn't have any of that. Subtle to begin with, then kind of, yes, white grapes, a bit of kind of funk barnyard from the brettanomyces. Lemon rind, lime juice, lime skin. Wildflowers, kind of orange blossom, that kind of thing. Really drinkable, lovely mouthfeel. Not kind of too much, haven't got that kind of punch that you'd expect from something that's been kind of triple fermented, something that's been not that heavily bottle conditioned, which is nice, so it's not fizzing like some Belgian beers do. You get those Styrian Goldens, definitely. Comes through more in the flavour. Earthy, spicy, maybe a hint of cardamom or something like that. Quite tart, sharp, biscuit malt. But yeah, definitely grapes. Yeah, it is. It's got that kind of bit of that rounded, slightly burnt edge I get from something as dry as Chardonnay. There's a nice kind of grapefruit flesh, mild, but not in a hoppy kind of IPA way, but it's in there. Bit of warmth on the back of the throat. Just beautifully balanced between everything that's going on. And I mean, before I opened this bottle, I was expecting something a bit bonkers because it's got all those elements to it. It's got a bit of a weird hop in Sorachi Ace. It's got Brett. It's got a Chardonnay barrel. But I guess the strength of this, everything works to absolute perfection. Everything adds something. Everything contributes to a beautifully rounded beer and a wonderful drinking experience. Yeah, mouth feels spot on, absolutely perfect. Doesn't taste too boozy, but you do get a kind of a reminder on the back with a bit of warmth. The Chardonnay is acting in a beautiful way, it's giving a bit of more of the grapey flavour, not too much of the dryness. The oak's softening it out, as I think the Brett is, and the Brett's giving you those typical Brett qualities, slightly barnyard, as people like to say, which has got a kind of a dry hay, maybe a slight kind of like slightly the vein of blue cheese is in there, and also kind of like slightly fermented pale stone fruits, peaches, apricots, nectarines, that kind of thing. More like just what I'm tasting now is like sucking on a peach stone. And the Sorachi Ace I think works really nicely with the Brett. It's got an unusual flavour, but it kind of sits beautifully side by side with that Brett. An absolute triumph. I am not disappointed in that beer whatsoever. I was a bit worried. 200 beer reviews. Picking a brewery that I've really wanted to try for ages. I've got this rare opportunity to get it. Waited on that kind of rainy day to pull out that special bottle, and it hasn't disappointed one little bit. So that is a bottle of the Tide and its Takers. No, the Tide and its Takers. Sorry, I'm adding the in there. A triple with brettanomyces, aged in French Oak Chardonnay barrels, 9% ABV, from Anchorage Brewing Company in the USA. What a beer. Bold, brave, but done to absolute perfection. Thanks for joining me for my 200th beer reviews. Thanks for joining me for the 200 before, and I'll see you for the next 200, I guess. Anyway, I'm Rob, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.